Well, as you can see from those graphics, the GSE Composite Index was down to 1,908 points today, while the GSE Financial Stock Index was also moving down to 1,604 points. Let's now 642 points. Let's cross to Accra, where Samuel is standing by to give us his thoughts on the market. Samuel, thank you so much for joining us. All right, let's talk about where this market is headed in your view. We've seen the market do very well in the first half. Recently, we've seen it slow down quite a little bit. Where do you see it going from here?
Well, that the first half report that came out from the GSE was quite indicative that the market is moving on. Basically, for last Friday, the market did not even record any decliner.
Right.
But on today's market, we realized 3 decliners and 3 gainers on the market. Which tells you that indeed, basically the information has not, in terms of the information to do with the government imposition of the stabilization levy on some of the companies even listed on the market, did not really have effect on the market.
All right.
So I think the market is still on.
But of course, what will be key in terms of attracting those foreign investments that have also boosted the market this year is the strength of the currency. We've seen the currency weaken this year, down about 6%. Where do you see it going from here?
I didn't get your question right.
I wanted to get your thoughts about the outlook for the CD. We've seen it fall back about 6% this year. Where do you see it going from here?
Yes, basically, I mean, we are looking at this from the point where if our Eurobond is very successful and then some inflows expected within the cocoa industry also comes in, we expect that can stabilize the currency, especially the CD against the dollar. It is quite important that investors are looking at this development very curiously, in a sense that when they invest in the stock market, for example, and they are repatriating their gains, definitely, if the city should lose a lot more value in the second half of the year, it could affect investment.
Right.
So therefore, we are looking at it from the point where government really is successful in the Eurobond. However, I mean, a lot more analysts have really issued some doubts about this success because of a very poor fiscal policy within the first half of the year.
So certainly that's something we need to watch very closely, that Eurobond issue. Very key for the outlook for the CD. But moving back to the markets, I want to get your thoughts on the best ideas in your view. The financial market is one that continues to attract the most interest. Do you think that is where we should be putting the money in the second half of the year?
Yes, I believe that the financial stocks are quite the strong stocks in the market. I mean, currently it's doing close to about 58% averagely on the market. And then you realize that most of them, their half-year financial results seems to be quite impressive. I mean, a lot more people, a lot more of their financials are showing strong growth levels. And that would never deter any investor, because if really the financial stocks are doing very well, more investors will look at those financial stocks, and basically that is what is driving the market currently.
All right.
That is really the way to go now.
But very quickly, any particular ideas in that space? Which stocks do you like?
Well, currently I am looking at some stocks like GCB. GCB is doing very, very well. I mean, if you look at the financial stock, for example, GCB is doing very well. Car Bank is a stock to watch.
Right.
Farm Milk today Farm Milk performed. I mean, they had a few gains today. Though we think that the price is overpriced, but it's still doing very well in the market.